welcome back on this fantastic Friday. There's so much going on here on the morning show. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the
fabulous Arizona Center with so much going on.
We do. We have one of our favorite people back.
I know,
with
but
us
I
today.
love in this shot of just the two shot, there's a giveaway kind of right there.
Of the flowers?
Yeah, those
the
roses.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, because you didn't buy me roses, so no. I'm kidding.
I was saying buying goes two ways. I didn't see any on my
I know
show.
your face was like, bitch, you didn't get me.
I was like, what'd you get me? You got me somebody else's cookie. That's what you got.
Yeah, you can have my leftover cookie. Sorry. Okay, we do have Courtney Faye Long back with us.
Yay!
I'm so happy to be here. Hi.
We're so
Thank
happy
you
to
for
have
inviting
you.
me.
And you're all festive. I
Yes,
love it.
Valentine's Day, my
Yeah.
favorite day of the year.
Is it your favorite day?
It is. Well, one of my top 3 favorite days of the year.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, along
Yay.
with my birthday and Christmas.
See,
Ah,
I'm not a birthday girl. I would swap in Halloween for a birthday.
Nice. Oh, I
And
love
then-
Halloween
yeah,
too. Yes,
I know,
yes.
I know. So,
Okay, I guess I have 4 then.
that's okay. You can have 4 favorites. Well, thanks for joining us on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that you have some stuff, I think, for couples and for people that maybe aren't in a partnership or a couple relationship right now.
Yes.
So why don't you kick us off? Where's a good place to start?
Yeah, let's start with a 3-minute love ritual for couples.
Okay.
This one is so good for deepening connection because, you know, it's Valentine's Day. People think of the chocolates and the flowers, and it's so much about making it look romantic.
Right.
And sometimes couples forget to focus on how they feel.
Yeah.
You know, how can we feel love and feel closer to our partner, especially just in everyday life. So, of course, yes, Valentine's Day, we celebrate love. We do all these festive things, flowers, you know, just hot date, all those good things. But I'm going to teach you a 3-minute love ritual that you can do any day.
Okay.
That will help deepen love and connection. And I know you're not partners, but I'm going to ask you to demonstrate this for us. So
Sure.
the viewers can check it out.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, and it's funny because a lot of people think we are a couple.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
I think, I mean, even my mom was like, you guys have such good chemistry together.
Oh, your mom said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had guests walk in quite a bit lately
Yeah.
and like ask us before the show starts, like, oh, are you guys married? And we're like, no.
Or we are, but not to each other.
Yeah.
A nice Victorian farce ensues.
Okay, so there's 3 steps to
Okay.
this 3-minute love ritual. The first one is you'll hold hands and you'll look into each other's eyes.
Ooh, you have soft hands.
Eye gazing just itself can help to synchronize your heartbeat, and it can also actually increase romantic attraction. And it's also really good for a deeper connection because it's almost like we're looking into our partner's soul when we're looking into their eyes. So just that is stellar. The second step is you're going to take 3 deep breaths in sync with each other. But before you do that, let me explain. You'll inhale through your nose, and then on the exhale, have an audible sigh. So let me demonstrate. Inhale. Ah.
That's louder than I was going to
I
go.
know.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
that was much louder.
Yes.
Although you have to remember we're mic'd, so no matter what we do, it's going to be.
Although we breathed out pretty loud during yoga, so.
That's true.
Okay.
And the reason to do this audible sigh is it signals to the body and the brain that you're safe. It signals to relax. It activates your vagus nerve, which helps relax your nervous system.
Vegas.
I knew you
nerve.
were gonna
I was like, oh,
Not Las Vegas. It's
man.
VAGUS.
I'd much rather have Vegas.
He got so
nerve.
excited.
I know. I'm like, oh.
Okay, so on a count of 3, we'll do an inhale and then a nice audible sigh. 1, 2, 3, deep inhale. And again, inhale. Good. And one more. Good. And now, Marshall, you'll tell Melissa one thing that you appreciate about her.
Melissa, I appreciate your zest for life.
Thank you.
And Melissa, as you just received that, take a nice deep breath. And exhale. And now, Marshall, you'll tell Melissa one thing that you appreciate about her. Melissa, I appreciate your zest for life. Thank you. And Melissa, as you just received that, take a nice deep breath. And then when you feel ready, you can tell Marshall something you appreciate about him.
Marshall, I love that you make everybody feel welcome and at home in your presence, and I feel very loved when I'm with you.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
And Marshall, take a deep breath and just receive that. Let it sink in. And just one more deep breath together, inhaling, and then another audible sigh. And that's it. That's the 3-minute love
Wow.
ritual.
Yeah.
How do you
nice.
feel?
Well, I'm marrying Marshall now.
Exactly.
No, that was really, yeah, that was really lovely. I think just even having a moment to just connect with each other in that way,
Right.
you know, and kind of just slow down together and acknowledge each other. That's nice. I mean, because Marshall and I spend a lot of time together, but a lot of times, right, we're doing.
We're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I don't think there's a lot of that, which I'm sure is true for couples too, right? Especially if you've got families and kids and
Right. Oh my
all that
gosh.
stuff.
If you have kids, it's like you have so little time for yourself to just take that
Yeah.
moment to just like, okay, we're going to focus on just the two of us.
Yeah, and I think maybe you're thinking good things about people that you love, but you don't always say it out loud and share that with them. So just because
That's
you
it.
are thinking it, they might not feel it or know it. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and when we're upset with our partner, what do? Is we tend to nitpick or criticize,
Yeah.
or we let them know when we're upset.
Yeah.
We don't always let them know the things that we appreciate.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I recommend this practice for couples at least once a week, if not every day. You could do it right before dinner, it's 3 minutes, you know, or right before bed.
Yeah.
And what's so interesting is it also relieves stress. It reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. So our partner is kind of this built-in stress reducer with
yeah.
us to regulate our nervous systems together. Co-regulation, but we often forget that, right? We're just, like you said, you're busy doing or talking, creating.
Right.
Yeah. And I also, if you want to take it to the next level, I also recommend that couples do this once a week, like choose a day. For my partner and I, it's Sunday. And we'll actually do 3 things each that we
Okay.
appreciate about each other. And it's just nice to have that intentional day that we're like, oh right, it's Sunday. We gotta say what we appreciate.
Yeah. Oh, I
Nice.
love that. I really do see the value of it, but it does make me think. I know we've talked about this movie before. There's that Adam Sandler movie, Just Go With It. And have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there's this couple. It's actually Nicole Kidman and Dave Matthews. And before they leave each other, they will look at each other and say, "I love your sexy eyes," and and then she'll say something back, and they do that every time before they part. But it's like, they're totally faking it, like he's gay or whatever in the movie. But it just made me think of. It just made me think of that.
Understandable.
Yeah. And for some people, words of affirmation are their love language.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one way that they feel loved.
I think that's a really good point, because I know my husband likes to hear verbal affirmations, and that's so not me. Like I don't do that a lot, and so it's interesting to make this an intentional practice. That would probably make him feel really, really good. Yeah, to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And why not do it on a Valentine's date?
Yeah.
That's another great way
True.
to do it, right?
I love
Yep,
that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then for those who are single, because 30% of U.S. adults are single.
Okay.
Which to me is astounding, about 1/3
Yeah.
of U.S. adults. Some of them are wanting a partner, and some are perfectly happy being single.
Right.
So we don't want to leave them out on Valentine's Day. It's
Because
a
especially, there's
celebration.
so much societal pressure to be coupled together, especially for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
one of the things that was, I wouldn't say to celebrate, but it was a desperation day. And I'm like, we're not going to talk about that at all, because nobody should be that desperate.
I know.
It's like,
Yes.
you invite folks into your life. You don't just want them for just...
You know what, though, is interesting? I have a lot of female friends that are single, but they're in that place where they're very happy being single. Like, they're not actively trying to date, they're not trying to meet somebody, but still, a lot of times when Valentine's Day comes up, there is kind of that, that feeling of like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a weird day for me.
Yeah, it can bring up a lot of loneliness.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then just the societal pressure of what are you doing for Valentine's Day? Because people ask that, right? What are you
Right.
doing? So what I recommend for single people is solo dates for Valentine's Day. So I'd like to share 3 different ideas.
Okay.
These are great for single people, but also for people who are in partnership. We all need, I think, to strengthen our self-love. And when we take time for our own solo date, it also helps us show up with more love for our partner. Because we can't just look to our partner to fill us up with love. It's about filling ourselves up with love and then letting that overflow extend over to our partner.
Right.
So my favorite is number 1 for the solo date, Valentine's. It's a rose petal sensual bath.
Ooh.
Yes.
That does sound lovely.
Super luxurious.
Yeah.
So I'm going to demonstrate for you. I have this lovely bouquet of roses.
That's why there's that and that.
Yes,
I didn't
that's
put the
why
two
we have
together.
a
I was
bowl
like,
of water.
wondering, like bobbing for something. I was like,
It's not Halloween, Marshall. No apples.
Would you like to do this with me?
Sure.
Okay, these have thorns, so grab it from the top, please.
Okay. All right.
oh.
Okay, this is so easy. So basically what you'll do is you'll buy a fresh bouquet of roses, you'll draw a bath to whatever temperature you like, and you'll just grab the rose at the top, just cup your hand around it, see? And then you're just gonna twist. It's really easy. Hold the stem real tight and just twist. Oh dear, my stem broke. That didn't go as well as I hoped. Okay, I'm gonna just grab
What are we trying
part of it. You're basically just going for the rose petals.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so you're
I
just
didn't do
gonna
good
twist.
either.
I didn't do good
Yeah.
either.
Usually it just pops. These roses must be really hardy roses. I've done this many times. And then you'll just
I'm not getting
sprinkle the rose petals
Ooh, how
into the water.
pretty,
Isn't
though.
it pretty?
Yeah. Okay, here, I'll give you this. I didn't do a good job here. Sorry.
So then in this case, if you get a little bit of the stem, you'll just grab just part of it and just kind of twist. Just kind of want to get a little traction.
Ooh.
Did you get it, Marshall?
Oh, I see what you mean now. So it's almost
Yeah.
like an artichoke.
It is like an artichoke.
Rose artichoke.
Yeah, and look at how gorgeous that is.
That is really pretty.
It's so romantic. I have done this for myself so many times. Usually what I'll do is buy myself a bouquet of roses, and then once it's starting to go, you know, getting a little bit dry, then I'll draw a beautiful rose petal bath.
Yeah. Oh.
And just that is really lovely. You can also dim the lights, light some candles, play relaxing music. And if you do this, I highly recommend that you just enjoy it. Because usually, you know, at night when we're unwinding, it's easy to be thinking about what happened during the day or what's happening tomorrow. At least that's what happens to my mind, is thinking all the time. So you want to really let this be a sensual experience. You can grab one of the rose petals and just trace your body with it and just really notice how soft, like look how soft this is.
And this is one of my weaknesses, is the soft touch. Oh, I love that.
Oh my gosh, yes, I just saw you melt.
I know.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can just trace it all over your body. And then just really enjoy it. Just enjoy the visuals of seeing these gorgeous rose petals, the temperature of the water. Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm done with the show. I'll be in the bathroom.
The sink is not that big.
So that's the rose petal sensual bath. Then solo date number 2 is to write yourself a love letter. Of course, letters are kind of becoming outdated anyway, right? We've got text messages and emails. But how lovely to write yourself a love letter. So here is our template here. Is love letter to me. And I just have 3 question prompts. Something I appreciate about myself is, and then whatever comes to mind. It could be one thing, it could be, I appreciate that I'm kind to people, or maybe you have several things come to mind. Something unique about me is, that could be sense of style, like Melissa, and loving words I need to hear. And that could be something like, you know, you've got this, I'm proud of you, you're courageous, you're so brave, you've overcome so much. And that one, if you can't immediately think of loving words you need to hear, think of what you wish someone else would say to you, whether it's your partner, or maybe even you can think, when you were growing up, what did you wish your parents said to you?
Right.
That really gets deep into the core of what do we really need to hear.
Yeah.
Yep, so that can be a great practice. And you can certainly fold up the letter, put it in an envelope, tuck it somewhere where you'll find it a month from now, a year from now.
Oh, I love that. That's a nice idea.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
And then solo date number 3 is to spend some time enjoying sensual touch. And so this one, you can again light candles. This time you'll probably be in the bedroom, maybe even with a cozy blanket, if you've got a soft blanket, and just get some lotion or even coconut oil and give yourself a self massage. And if you happen to get turned on, since I'm a sexuality educator, I'll throw this one in. If you happen to get turned on, you can also, of course, enjoy some sexual self-pleasure.
Yeah.
And really do it in a way where you're being mindful and caring of yourself. And it's a way to nourish your mind, your body, and your spirit, and essentially just relieve stress and connect with your body.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Wow.
As a Taurus, for me, that kind of connection and the sensual part of it is a big deal, Patrick.
Wow. It's like you use the full name.
No, he knows. He knows. He's like, we've got a whole routine now, like the music, all of it. So
Nice.
I love it. Yeah, and for a solo date, just think of something that you would love to do. It could just be throw yourself a dance party, go to a movie. I mean, anything that you would do with a partner, you can do by yourself. I mean, I shouldn't say anything, many things.
Anything, right.
I love solo dates. I mean, I'm not single, but I go on solo dates all the time with myself. And I don't know, it's like a treat for me. Like, I really I pick whatever restaurant I want to go to. I'll bring a journal and I'll write and just
whatever
kind of
time
hang
you
out.
want to go.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Like, I don't know. I think that's something but I'm an only child, so spending time alone feels very comfortable to me.
Sure.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, like my mom is like, I don't know how I could never do that, and it's like, it's wonderful.
Right, exactly. Going to dinner by myself, I love going to dinner by myself.
I know. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But those are all
Absolutely.
great ideas. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you like them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a rose bath for sure. I love that idea. Yeah.
Even right here, who knows?
Yeah, you all can go home early.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, and I see you brought this lovely bright pink lip pillow.
Bright
Love
pink
it.
lips. So now we're going to talk about the science of kissing.
Okay.
So many couples, especially once they're together for a long time, they forget about the importance of kissing. When we're new in a relationship, we're constantly kissing each other and making out, right? And it can be really meaningful and passionate. So there's a couple things I want to share here. One is that couples who kiss regularly, they're happier and they have stronger relationships than couples who kiss less frequently.
Okay.
And there's several different ways to kiss. The Gottman Institute, John and Julie Gottman, they've been researching couples for between 40 to 50 years, and they have something they call the 6-second kiss.
Okay.
So they recommend that every time you say hello to your partner, every time you say goodbye to your partner, that you hold a kiss for 6 seconds.
Okay.
Because even if we just give a quick peck on the lips, it's like not even a second, right? It's like,
Yeah.
So in this case, you'll just hold your lips together for 6 seconds, and you can use a timer the first time just so you can get a feel for how long it is. You don't need a timer every time. But the idea is it's long enough to feel that connection.
Okay.
Long enough to really feel each other and to also, again, release stress. It releases cortisol.
Yeah.
And also kissing can boost our oxytocin, the bonding love hormone. And since it's Valentine's Day, we're all about oxytocin, any ways to increase that feeling of love that we have inside. Kissing also releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, which is all about pleasure and attraction. Longer kisses, especially kisses that involve the tongue, can help to increase our testosterone, because testosterone is in saliva, which is interesting. So when we increase testosterone, then we're also increasing our turn-on. Which, isn't that interesting? So think of a 6-second kiss, and then also think of a 30-second kiss.
Yeah.
Or longer. The longer we kiss, the more dopamine, the more oxytocin, the more testosterone. And when we're having that open mouth kissing and longer kissing, that also increases blood flow to our genitals, which feels really good, right?
I love how excited she said that.
Yes, you can see the sexuality educator part of me coming out.
Exactly.
But just regular kissing, however you want to do it, there are over 1 million sensory neurons in our lips.
Wow.
1 million sensory neurons. So our lips are incredibly sensitive to touch, texture, and temperature.
Okay.
You could even grab that rose petal and trace your lips.
Yeah.
Or if you want to have a whole smorgasbord of Valentine's treats, chocolate, strawberries, and of course we like to eat them, but before you eat them, maybe just trace your lips or your partner's lips for the temperature, the sensation.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool. Ooh.
Yeah, so kissing can be just amazing. It can be so meaningful. And to me, I think when we're kissing someone, it's saying to them, I like you.
Yeah.
I want to be close to you. Right? Yeah.
Ooh, okay, honey, we've got some things to try. Yeah.
He's getting a stopwatch for Valentine's Day, it sounds like.
6 seconds, 30 seconds.
Right.
And I'll also add too, kissing can be a complete activity. Because some couples, they only kiss when it's for foreplay and they're gonna get a little hot and heavy. And the cool thing is that kissing can just be just for kissing, just for fun. You know, it's like, how fun would it be to just kiss for 30 seconds or lay on the couch and make out and just that. And sometimes taking that pressure off of it has to lead to something more.
Right.
Sometimes just taking that pressure off can help someone feel more turned on and want more. So I really think of kissing as about connection. And even when we think of something like lovemaking, it's not about rushing to a goal.
Right.
It's about connecting and making love. So just think of like what helps us to feel love. That's looking into each other's eyes, listening to each other, saying those appreciative words, cuddling, just being there with each other. Basically basking in the love.
I love it. Oh, I'm so excited to go home now for Valentine's Day. Yay. Well, thank you, Courtney, for sharing all of this with us. This has been such a treat. I keep saying that word, but it really has been a treat. Yeah, to have you here with us again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank
happy
you so
Valentine's Day to you.
Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for sharing your Valentine's Day.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so grateful.
Indeed.
No, it was a beautiful way to celebrate. Yes. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this with Marshall's history for Arizona.
Exactly.
History, Statehood Day. I was going to say History Day. Statehood
Close.
Day. And we'll have things to do, lots of good stuff. So keep it right here.